Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I make art, DIY, and lifestyle videos, and in today's video I will be giving a brief overview of the Mermaidcore aesthetic and styling a few looks that I sourced from my own closet, most of which I thrifted. Before we get started, I would like to mention that this video is sponsored by me and my small business, WatermellenDesigns. I make whimsical handmade home decor, jewelry, and accessories, and if you would like to check that out, I will leave a link to my Etsy shop in the description below. Before we get started, I'd like to make a quick disclaimer that while I do my research for these style videos, the origins of this and many other trends are debatable, so please don't take everything presented here as facts. Well, with that, let's get into the video. So, when did the Mermaidcore aesthetic get its start? Well, the fascination with mermaids has been around for years, and according to one article I read, the popular mermaid silhouette was designed by Marcel Rochus during the 1930s. Since then, mermaid dresses have made their way across many high-fashion catwalks, and the style really began to pick up steam in the 1950s when famous Hollywood actresses began to wear the silhouette. Outside the glamour of Hollywood, many women have fallen in love with this style of dress, and it can be found as wedding, prom, and many other forms of formal wear. I personally don't love the mermaid silhouette on myself, but I do think it looks good on other people. As of late, mermaid and ocean-themed clothing has begun to resurface, but in different styles that aren't strictly the mermaid silhouette. According to an article by People magazine, decades later, Mermaidcore is still gracing the runway. From emerging designers like Bahia Maria and Cedrus to luxury houses like Versace. Bloomingdale's ready-to-wear fashion director, Ariel Saboni, told Harper's Bazaar that Mermaidcore elements were first spotted in Versace's Spring-Summer 2021 collection, with models in seashell and starfish printed gowns. From Spring 2022 to Spring 2023, resort collections from Victoria Beckham and Blue Marine, to name a few, have intertwined Y2K elements with ocean-inspired accents into their designs, including scale-like paillettes and fabrics in hues of sea glass and ocean. Mermaidcore, like many other micro-trends, is rooted in fantasy and escapism. As many try to cope with mundane daily life, it is a fun way to brighten up their wardrobes and experiment with new layered silhouettes. The style is characterized by light blues and greens, shell jewelry, and any clothing items or accessories that might reference the ocean. Elements that fit the trend include ruffled clothing articles, transparent sheer and silk fabrics, as well as items adorned with sequins and beads to mimic the look of scales or light reflecting off of water. Crochet items also fit the aesthetic because many coastal summer outfits are crocheted, and some patterns mimic the look of fishnet. Accessories and makeup also play a big part in this look, with shimmery eyeshadows, shell and pearl jewelry, hair pieces, and iridescent nail polish that mimics the look of scales and seashells. Mermaidcore gained popularity on many social media platforms, but it really picked up speed on TikTok, where it has received billions of views and thousands of weekly searches. It is undeniable that mermaids are also a big part of pop culture. Perhaps the Mermaidcore trend has also picked up steam because of the release of Disney's live-action Little Mermaid and DreamWorks' Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. But mermaids can be found in much earlier films, such as the original animated Little Mermaid, Peter Pan, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Splash, Hook, Aquamarine, and H2O, Just Add Water. For a long time, mermaids have been portrayed in a negative way because in many stories and lore throughout history, they lure sailors to their death. However, modern mermaids aren't always portrayed in this light. Sirens, however, are specifically known for luring sailors with their song, and many put mermaids and sirens into separate categories while others combine the two. Regardless, both mermaids and sirens, or versions of these, can be found across history in stories from many different cultures. In an article from the Royal Museum's Greenwich, it is written, "With such a rich and varied history, the symbol of the mermaid is as changeable as the sea itself. In some cultures, the mermaid signifies life and fertility within the ocean. In others, she embodies the destructive nature of the water, luring sailors to their deaths, serving as an omen for storms, unruly seas, and disaster. Regardless of the history of mermaids, they are still commonly believed to be fictitious, and because this trend is rooted in fantasy, it doesn't really have any unsavory origins. One reason I believe this micro-trend has gained so much popularity is because anyone can participate and adjust different elements to fit their own personal style. I would like to note that Sirencore is also a micro-trend and is Mermaidcore's darker counterpart, being characterized by more mysterious elements and themes. If you'd like me to do a video about Sirencore, let me know. I would definitely enjoy researching the history of sirens and trying to style looks that would match the aesthetic. Also, if you'd like to read the articles that I referenced in this video, I've provided links to them in the description below. For my first mermaid-inspired outfit, I'm starting out strong with this beautiful ruffle dress from the brand Free People. It has such great movement with the flowing pleated fabric and bell sleeves, and the color reminds me of sea glass. I've paired it with a teal glass bead necklace that I made back when I was in high school, brown sandals, and matching brown wicker bag. This is one of my all-time favorite dresses, but I do wish it was a little longer. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm about 5'9", which isn't insanely tall, but I'm just tall enough that life becomes difficult when I'm searching for pants or shorter dresses. Regardless of the length, I still love this dress. There is embroidered cutwork all over it, and it's so pretty. As I mentioned earlier, I thrift a lot of my clothes, and I did technically thrift this dress. I'm going to be honest with you, this was one of my most expensive thrift purchases. I had been searching for this dress for a while, and I finally found it on Poshmark, new with tags, for $65, $75 after shipping. You might be asking, why was this so expensive? Well, this dress retails for about $400, and other secondhand sellers are asking between $200 and $300, so I got a pretty good deal. I don't think Free People makes this dress anymore, but if you want to go looking for it, it's called the Daisy Cutwork dress. Next up is this sheer beaded midi dress, also from the brand Free People. I feel like the video doesn't do this dress justice because it's really pretty and this pale blue color that matches the mermaid aesthetic perfectly. The cut of the dress and the ruffles on the sides also remind me of a mermaid's tail. This dress didn't come with a matching slip, so I'm wearing one of my own, and I honestly don't love the way that it looks, both because the pattern and the colors don't look great together. In the future, I want to sew a slip that matches the pattern of the beaded dress, both in shape and color. Okay, so this one is overtly ocean themed, and I love it. The blue and yellow coral print just brings me joy, and this dress is 100% cotton, so win-win. It can be worn as both a halter and with normal straps, but I prefer to wear it as a halter and pair it with a white bralette. I've also paired it with white sandals and my white beaded bag that I found at a thrift store for $5. The beading on this reminds me of fish scales, and it's neutral, so it looks pretty good with this outfit. Next is this pinafore dress, and I love the style of the dress and the pretty green pattern on the hem, but I don't like it with the t-shirt. I'm still trying to figure out how to style this pinafore in a way that I don't feel too overexposed. It's already on the shorter side, so I'm trying to add some extra fabric on top. Unfortunately, this attempt is giving 12-year-old schoolgirl, and I don't like that for myself. I do think this looks good with my octopus shell necklace, so if I could just figure out what to wear underneath the pinafore, I'd probably have a fairly solid outfit. If you have any helpful style ideas for this dress, please leave them in the comments below. For this next outfit, I am wearing this lovely fit and flare pleated dress. This is one of my favorite and most comfortable dresses, and the color matches the mermaid aesthetic so well. I also really like the fabric applique pattern that is sewn to the front and back of the dress. Plus, there are clear, sparkly beads sewn in between the appliques. Unfortunately, I don't think you can see that here. Oh well. I have paired this dress with my pink shell purse and a pair of neutral tan sandals. This is honestly one of my easiest go-to summer outfits that's kind of just... I guess it would be like, it could be casual, you could dress this up or down. I just really enjoy wearing it. I have a couple of maxi dresses to show you. This first one gives me lots of ocean vibes with a blue to light teal color gradient, and it's made with lace and very flowy fabric. I know ombre clothing isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I really like anything that's been dip dyed, and this particular dyeing process makes perfect sense for the Mermaidcore aesthetic. I like to pair this dress with my iridescent octopus shell necklace and neutral tan sandals. I don't like to add a lot of accessories when I'm wearing certain dresses because I feel like it would make my outfit too busy, especially since a lot of my dresses have embroidery, lace, beading, and they're just patterned or very colorful. I thrifted this dress and I've had it for a while. I even wore it on a Disney cruise and when I went to India last fall. I just love wearing it. It is by the brand Kimchi Blue, which I'm pretty sure is sold at Urban Outfitters. This next dress is also by the brand Kimchi Blue and has an asymmetric hemline and a more roomy silhouette. The fabric is embroidered mesh and actually has quite a bit of weight to it, which I was surprised by when I purchased it. It is a very nice, well-made dress, and I love the light purple to blue gradient. Here's a close-up of the embroidered pattern. There are star and jellyfish, seahorses, shells, and ocean plants all over it. I do feel kind of like a mermaid when I wear this. Next is another dip dye dress by the brand American Eagle. I've paired it with my tan sandals, wicker bag, and my shell earrings and necklace set. I really enjoy wearing my shell necklace, but it's kind of a statement piece, so I'm fairly picky about what outfits I pair it with. I personally love this style of dress on me, and the sweetheart neckline and ombre hem are definitely giving mermaid vibes. For this next outfit, I paired this silk beaded top with my black maxi skirt. I don't really love the top paired with this skirt. I think this would look much better with a white tiered skirt, but I haven't found one yet, so until that time, I'm working with what I've got. The top itself does fit the aesthetic to a T, both in color and texture though. It's definitely Y2K, but a lot of designers have been combining Y2K and mermaid-inspired looks. I think this is the only silk top that I own. I do really like it though. For the next outfit, I am wearing this patterned dress that reminds me of the ocean. It even has little shells sewn onto the front. I will say this look is a bit more saturated than other mermaid-themed looks that I've seen, but I do enjoy how bright this is. This dress is also from the brand Free People, and while they do sell items that fit the mermaid aesthetic, the items I have were thrifted, so it's unlikely that they are sold on their website anymore. Yes, here's another dip-dyed item. This is one of my absolute favorite skirts. I thrifted this for $10 or $15, and it is from the brand Anthropology. I love the length, hemline, fabric, and the fit. I packed this skirt for my trip to Israel and my trip to India. It's just a comfy, flowy skirt. I paired it with this gorgeous shell necklace and bracelet set that was a gift from my sister, and my white tank top that has a slight ruffle detail on the neckline. One of the girls on my trip when I went to Israel said that I looked like a mermaid princess when I wore this skirt, so it definitely fits the vibe. I'd like to share a couple of honorable mentions that incorporate pants. Most mermaid outfits consist of skirts and dresses because mermaids don't have legs, but I do, and I like pants, so I thought I'd experiment with some of the tops and shorts that I own. First is this light teal tunic top that I tucked casually into a pair of white shorts and I let hang out in the back. This tunic has tiny little sequin paillettes all over it, which remind me of fish scales or light reflecting off of water. Here's a quick run through of some of my tunic tops. This first one fits the aesthetic, but I'm still trying to figure out how to style it. I don't normally go for things with this much sparkle, but I do like the shimmery scale-like paillettes that are all over it. The rest of my tunics are similar in pattern and style, but they fit the aesthetic because they are flowy, they have ruffles, and the colors match the trend as well. And of course, we need at least one crochet item in this video, so I've paired my white shorts with this top that I made myself. The color and pattern just bring me so much joy, and I'm also just so pleased at how this turned out. I'm still learning how to read crochet patterns, but I am pretty good at understanding symbol charts because I'm a visual learner. And I've been able to learn more complex designs like the pineapple stitch, which enabled me to design and make this top for myself. The crochet pattern reminds me of fishnet and the color reminds me of the ocean, so it's just a dead ringer for this whole mermaidcore trend. And I feel inclined to share with you my Little Mermaid hoodie, which is comfy, oversized, and dip-dyed. You're welcome. Whew, as per usual, that was a lot of outfits to style. Although I will say I think there were fewer outfits in the last video. I think I styled 9 total outfits for my Styling Barbiecore video, which check that out, that's a fun one. This one, I own so many articles of clothing that match the aesthetic, and I've had a lot of them for a long time, which makes me think that I've probably been wearing the Mermaidcore aesthetic before it made an appearance as Mermaidcore on the internet. And I can't be the only one. This style preference, this color palette, I know they were popular before the trend started. So let me know if you were wearing this before the trend started. Let me know if you're wearing it now in the comments below, because it's such a fun style aesthetic. One thing that I really love about this whole aesthetic is I feel like anyone can really enjoy it and style it. It's based in fantasy, so there isn't really, as far as I know, a very questionable background to this. It's just meant to be fun and colorful and whimsical and kind of match the ocean, which I just love. I think it's meant to be a happy trend. I had so much fun styling the looks in this video, and I also got the chance to kind of experiment with my clothes, which is one reason that I do these videos. It's partially for myself so that I can look back and be like, I liked the way that looked, or I didn't like the way that looked, and I'm not going to style it that way. Let me know in the comments below which outfit was your favorite. Let me know if you're going to be styling Mermaidcore this year, or if you already have. I'd love to hear from you. Also, how would you guys feel about a nautical themed arts and crafts video where I make a bunch of art projects based off of this aesthetic? I'm probably going to make at least 1 or 2 videos based off of this because I already make a lot of art projects that are kind of in that vein of things. I have a couple of art projects that have just been sitting at the back of my brain for the past few weeks, living rent-free, and I just really want to make them. So I might share that with you guys. If that's something you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell button because I do my best to upload regularly. Well, until the next video, I am out. Bye!